Then we've got Sykes, Clark, Varga and Georgeson, but the lights are out and we are go, go, go for the new season here at Aussie Sim Racing. And what a start from Dan Smith. Absolutely smokes Ferber down through into the braking zone here at turn 1. So Dan Smith leads. We've got Ferber in second. Tell you what, Dan Smith looking pretty close here with Ferber as well. So the action's on at the front.
Whoa, they're going for it here. Look at him. Look at the aggression on the bunda as well. There was Ferber. Wow, that is commitment stuff there from the both of them. Dan was just absolutely defending for his life there. There was full apex action going on between those two. And I'll tell you what, in the old grinding department, that nearly came to an absolute disaster. But they've come out the other side beautifully. And thank goodness for that. Munro's eyes would have lit up like dinner plates there when he saw that action happening. And so with Beer Man as well, too. It'd be interesting to see if that keeps going on for the remainder of this race, but they're doing a good job here throughout the first half of this lap of the Nordschleife. And he did try to do a best impression of the Dakar Rally, and these guys are doing their best impression of sucking off because the suck is real here, and you can see Ferber just closing in up the hill we go, so it's going to be even more so for him. He's going to switch to one side. Which one is it going to be? He goes to the right, and now this is interesting because it's a drag race down the hill. Who's got the most horsepower here and the most momentum? 2 by 2 into the final 4 corners of the Nordschleife onto the Nürburgring circuit. He's on the inside. Surely he's going to get this job done. Dan Smith's fighting it for his life, pulls out the last minute there and goes to second place. But can he get the switch back on here onto the front straight where we go? He can. He just knows it there. This is cracking stuff. Now Ferber's going to have to go full defensive, stick it right to that right-hand side because don't give this man any inches on the circuit and he will be right there with you. He'll be up inside you, in fact, with a couple of inches there too. So this is incredible. Into turn 1. Once more, is Dan Smith going to be able to fight Ferber? Ferber breaks really, really late, gets it into the apex, flickers to the left. That was nearly disaster there in the background too, but he's gone a bit wide, so that's it. That's all over here at the moment. It's on again. This could be the lead switch once more, all within a kilometre of the circuit. Dan Smith opted to the outside. He's going to Max Verstappen him. He did. Deep Ferber on Dan Smith, cracking driving. And now that Mustang surely is just going to gallop away in the old horsepower department. And with some clean air, it could be the best thing because the Beer Man is right on Dan Smith's collar now. And it could be a threesome here for the lead.
Yeah, it reminds me of that meme going around. But we won't get into that. One of these things just ain't like the others. Poor old Dan Smith up there in an absolute Mustang sandwich here at the moment. He's going to stay with Ferber because I assume he's got the better of the downforce packages going. These Mustangs, although I must say it, are pretty good all across the board, and especially in the horsepower range. They're very good, very slippery in a straight line. But Ferber, we see just gapping Smith just a moment there, and all that battling has brought the Duffman and Munro back into this battle. So the top 4 separated by a second and a half at, well, maybe not even at the moment. So great racing here from the top 4, doing good things as well. But it's all about just trying to hold in there, trying to take your moments when they drop into your lap, because they seldom do.
And whatever, but these boys here are putting us a show, and it is well and truly on. Look at Hallinan. He is new to the series. He's got a new livery. He's in the Mustang, and now he is within 2/10 on the longest section of straight on the circuit, and he's got a perfect prime rib roast opportunity here to get himself in front of Archie White. Can he hold on here? It looks like he's got a fair bit of rear wingo on the back of this thing because he just can't catch him up the hill. And that Mustang usually would just power past, but the prancing horse versus the other prancing horse are going at it. And look in the background, here comes Priso too. He's flying around in this Corvette. That thing's got horsepower, ladies and gentlemen. And it's three abreast here, all separated by 0.2 of a second into the heavy braking zones. Oh no, there goes Archie White. He's see you later, alligator. Into the fence he goes, and has he copped some damage? He has. Oh, and the worst time of the circuit to do it is missed the pit lane, so he's going to have to go around again with all of that damage. If there's so much on it, he will be spewing. And the biggest free kick of the night goes to Price and Hallinan, and Price is taking advantage. He's got Hallinan under braking here too into turn 1. Can he keep it there in the old Tasman Mobile? He can. Gets it nosed in there, turns it left, fires out the other side, puts the accelerator pedal to the floor and fires it into 7th place.
Plenty of Porsches, as you said, Zach. There's it's basically a Porsche v Mustang show at the moment in terms of participation. Then the next most used car is the Ferrari. So the Fez are pretty popular as well. And this guy, pretty popular with the viewers at home, Kobe Marshall. one of my favourite drivers out there on the circuit. So here he is. He's made his way up to P5. Had a pretty quiet qualifying. He's had a pretty quiet race as well, Zach. First time we've had the camera on him.
Yeah, he came through. He got through all that at lap 1, which was good, and inside P5, and that's where he stayed. The whole race has Kobe Marshall. But Chamber of Secrets in the Harry Potter coming behind him is started to creep in on him. It was 3 seconds. Now it's only 2.6 or 5 or 4 or 3 or whatever it is. And he's just starting to bridge that gap a little bit. So Kobe just might have to get out of the old autopilot mode and switch on the racing helmet again, because this man has just fired up the Porsche. And what a better livery to do it in than one Dan Smith. It's another Castrol Porsche out there. I was in a job and I went to a reupholsterer, and he was in an industrialist. I'll get back to that in a second, because Kobe Marshall and Chambers are really, really close together. Get out of the street sign talk. Speaking of that, now it's on, because Chambers is giving Kobe a good old hurry up, and I sort of half predicted this might happen again, and it's just coming to fruition a little bit here. So it could be just autopilot off now. Let's have a look here. This could be what happened to you. Oh, geez, off into the bunda, and he just had to let him go. Kobe Marshall straight through, and that was the reason that he's got there, and he's further gapped him by another second and a bit, has Kobe too in the meantime. So see you later, Alligator. It was a switch for positions. I didn't realise that they got past each other. Too busy talking about signs. Yeah. I'll get onto that one second. I'll quickly talk about that. I was in the upholstery shop, and there was a big garbage bin, like a skip, and it was the Shire were chucking out all the old tatty signs. And I found Wall Street in there. And I took that back as a stock market man that I am. And I've got that on my wall, and that was not criminal at all. It was going to the tip.
Oh, there you go. Look, you got to do things through the proper avenues, kids at home. So there you go. If you want yourself a street sign, that's the way to do it. Stick it on your wall, and it's just a descriptive sign there as well. So well done. Well done to you, Zach O'Reilly there. We used to just shake them out of the ground. We were full of piss, and we go, we want that one. We get one on either side of the pole.
Did that with a few mailboxes too, actually.
You just piss in those, and away you go. Fucking hell.
Oh, jeez. Keep going. I'm out.
The good old days. What else do we get up to back in those days? I'll tell you what, who picked this circuit to do 90 minutes around? We haven't seen a battle for fucking half an hour at the moment. Wade Georgeson, you got some answering to do, son.
Ferber still leading this one by 10 seconds. Duffy and Smith, a collective 34 seconds away from the lead. Oliver, 4th place as well. Good driving from him. Marshall is free as a bird in a cage at the moment, and really, really just hoping that the race finishes soon, and maybe Ron can get back in the chat and just stop denying that this man is not part of your family, because they run the same sort of colour livery.
They do.
They've got the same last name, and it's just too uncanny.
Yeah, it's Marshall Motorsports. He's probably in a mumble chat somewhere as well, feeding him information from the race, from the stream as well, doing what good race team owners do as well, keep their driver out there and motivated. So shout out to you, Ron Marshall. He is the team owner of Marshall Brothers Racing, MBR. We might see them in action later on this year as well, once we get those wheels rolling in that realm. But for the time being, it's GT3 business only for tonight. I was going to say something, but it has absolutely eluded me. So I'll just let the lips flap, and whatever comes out of my mouth goes on stream, ladies and gentlemen.
Global trending on Simsational.
I did have something pertinent to say. I was like, oh, that'd be a really good point. Yeah. And as soon as I open my mouth, gone. That's gone.
Yeah. Oh, geez, it happens to the best of us. Don't you worry about that.
Yeah.
But speaking of which, it's nothing but lips flapping in that cockpit. It is full focus. The eyes are absolutely peeled to the racetrack. He's just absolutely going for it. He's Kobe Marshall here. He's at P5. He wants to keep it because it's a long season here, ladies and gentlemen. And with the 90-minute opener, there will be big points on hold. So these guys who have DNF'd tonight, if you're watching, don't get discouraged, because there is a drop round in this series. So you can use this one as your drop round. Luke Fallon in particular, mate, don't spit the dummy and quit the series already. Just come back out because you could be there. A little bit of action going on here for old Shaky. And he's coming out, shake and bake Parkinson straight up on the inside. Tried to get past. Oh, bit of contact and a loop-de-doo. Oh, geez, it's like we're watching turn one, lap one again, and he reverses into him. Holy mackerel. There's a couple of cars going through. Look at them now. They're just having a conversation, thinking about what they're going to have for a meal after the race. He gets it in reverse, slaps it through, and yeah, geez Louise. If he wasn't shaken already, Michael J. Fox style, his head would be at the moment with after that tomfoolery there. That was nonsense. And he's done an excellent job. And it's been a testament to himself in that fact, just to keep himself focused, as that sun is absolutely blinding in your eye. I don't know how these guys see on the sunset. Goodness gracious me. But if this is the moment that he is hoping for and hoping dearly for, this could be his most dominant win of the whole season so far and in his career. Bankski's winner. Ryan J. Ferber, take a bow. That was an absolute masterclass in how to go Nordschleifing, and he has whipped the competition. Dan Smith will be licking his wounds, but that is a well and truly earned P1. Congratulations, Ryan J. Ferber. You are the man. First blood in Season 3 of the GT3 Challenge here, and the first blood of 2026 in Aussie Sim Racing, and he's going to take this one to the bank. I think there'll be a party for the rest of the week. Michael Cullen crossed the road in 18th place, but this man, Dan Smith, gallant effort, first time in the car, first time experiencing what this thing is capable of. Gets second place. He'll be happy with that. P2 in the championship after round one's a good place to be. And the beer man facing the wrong way at some stage of this race, and he's come through and still got a podium. He'll be stoked with that one, Mr. BLTV, and takes P3, Chris O.
Yeah, beautiful stuff there. Congratulations to the podium getters. This guy, though, Damien Oliver, he's whipping that Mustang home, ladies and gentlemen, the Melbourne Cup.
Kick.
Yeah, he's come out. He's come in at pretty big odds too, 50-1 in this race, according to the bookies, and he takes it out. P4, the fast four. He's flashing the lights in celebration as well. What a great drive from Dave Oliver. To be fair, he's up 17 positions. That was the most of any of the competitors in this race. And he's probably sent a little bit of a warning shot of his own as well as a debutant in this series. So, mate, watch out for me. Watch out for that aqua green Mustang, because I'm coming at you, ladies and gentlemen. Kobe Marshall, one of the regulars that we've seen last season as one of the pacey boys, crossing the line in P5. A fairly quiet race for him as well. He spent most of the time on his loadsome out there, just hot lapping away.